Hello, fellow modelers. Bruce here. Recently, a friend of mine, John Jackson, who's a fellow member of Division 8 of the North Central region out here in Michigan, knowing my affinity for Mantua steam locomotives, gave me this little 040 tank engine that he had had for many a year. And along the way, he put on KD couplers, front and rear, and he's painted the cab roof a nice blue color. I told him even though I typically paint my cab roofs red, this was going to remain blue, and we call it a heritage paint scheme. And when I brought it home, all I've done so far is put it on the tracks and see that it needs a bit of a tune-up, and so that's what I'm going to do in this video. Talk to you again soon. All I've done so far is remove the one long screw that goes up through the base plate and up into the smokestack of the locomotive, and that allows you to take the base off. I have removed one of the brushes so that I had access to the commutator. The commutator, as could be expected, was a tad dirty. Now I am taking a toothpick and I'm going down through the slot between each face of the commutator just to make sure there's no carbon bridging the faces together, creating a short. You probably can't see this, but there was some carbon in there. Maybe you can see it. I have my brush that I always use here on the fiberglass brush that I use to clean the commutator, and cleaning those faces. It's looking much better. And I've taken a small round file. I've wiped the face of this brush off, by the way. Had a buildup of some carbon. I took a little round file and I've been just filing the two grooves that make contact here on the motor or the brush. Now I will try to reinstall the brush. And that's good. I'm just going to take this brush off. I don't have to clean the commutator from this side, but it would be good to clean this brush and the contact surfaces as I did on the last one. Let's see, there's a clean area. You wipe the brush off, come into this groove area with the small round file and just file off any buildup of corrosion that makes good contact. And I will put this brush back in. This locomotive has a working light, so you have to be a little careful of how you handle it. Okay, now I got to lift the spring back over that, hold it in place. Okay, now put this up on there. Get my power supply, put some on each brush and see if we have a runner. Started to move and stopped. Okay, we're getting some movement. Let's see why she's not running any better than that. I think I'll put a drop of oil a minute on the bearings. Here's one here. And one in here. And I think I'll put a drop on the running gear too, because it's been a while since these guys have been working at all. Okay. And a little tab of grease into the worm gear. Now I will apply juice again to it, and we'll see how John's locomotive is running here. It's running better. See another spot I can put a little drop of oil and see how that works. Where this goes in and out of the cylinder here. And one more time. Then I still have to clean the wheels, the pickups, but yeah, I can see the bearing at the back. That's good, so I can get a drop of oil in there too. All right, let's see here. And one more time, then I'll clean the wheels a bit. That's forward. And now reverse. Yeah, it seems to be running better. Okay, now Cleaning those wheels off yet and the pickups. Then I'll put it back together, bring it over to the track, and we'll see how John's little tank engine is running in its old age. Talk to you again soon. By the way, before we go take a look at John's little loco running on the layout, just a word of caution here. I was using one of these wall wart power supplies that I save from every device I've ever had, I guess. I have it hooked up to a set of alligator clips, and I use it to test my locomotives when I'm repairing them. Don't ever trust what they say the voltage is. This says that the voltage output is 12 volt DC. And actually it says, excuse me, it says that the output is 7 volt DC. And when I put it on my multimeter, I found out it was really 10.4. I've had others that said 12 volt that were 17 volt. So before you burn something out, if you're using one of these power supplies just for testing or whatever, or to light some lights up in your buildings, always test to make sure that the output voltage is what they said. Vast majority of these things are made overseas, and have not found them to be all that reliable. All right, now over to the layout. We'll take a look at John's little tank engine pulling a few cars. Okay, I've mentioned this before to you, but the reason I like these old Mantuas and Tyco, and for that matter Varney locomotives, is that they're built like tanks, and they've certainly got many years of life in them. Little dust on that. We're just going to call it weathering. Okay, so let's see if we have got John's loco running here or not. Try to follow it up the tracks. Little hesitation as it went through the turnouts, but then again, of this vintage, you show me any four-wheeler that doesn't have a little hesitation. Okay, got it in reverse. Let's see if we can bring her back down the line. Slow it down a little. And there you go. I want to really thank John for giving me this. I love these little tank engines. I love the Mantuas, and you could see they were quite easy to work on. So this one will be pulling cars back and forth. I'm starting to clean off the layout so I can start doing some more scenery work and track work, and I'll be testing it out using John's loco. Alrighty. Let's just finish this up by having her come back up the line a little bit, and we'll follow along. Let's bring her into the siding here. See what we do here. There we go. And back out. And here we have it. Little Mantua tank engine in its heritage scheme with the blue roof. Alrighty guys, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll be talking to you again soon.